Hello everyone, Mike here, and I'm starting a brand new series here on the channel, which I'm pretty much just calling Mike Rambles About. As the title says, it'll pretty much be me coming on here, unscripted, unplanned, and I'm just gonna ramble about something I like. Could be an anime, could be a comic, could be a movie, who knows? And I'm starting off with an anime, and if you are familiar with this outfit, you will know the anime that I'm talking about. I am referring to Zombie Land Saga. And yes, I am dressed as Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombie Land Saga, except for having, bits of stubble all over me, which he does not have, but next time I wear this for like a convention, I will make sure that I'm properly shaved, but I wasn't worried about that today. I want to talk about Season 2, some of the things that I'm looking for and interested in with the upcoming second season of Zombie Land Saga. But first, for anyone not familiar with the series, I'll give you a really basic synopsis. Basically, a guy brings these girls back to life as zombies and makes them into an idol group. That is pretty much the basic idea behind Zombie Land Saga. Alright, so let's get right into what I would like to see with Season 2. First thing I'm thinking about is the theme song, and I'm very torn on this because I loved the theme song for Season 1. Really good song, very catchy, a lot of good visuals, but most likely it's not going to be used in Season 2. That's just how they tend to do these things. They don't use the same song for the second season. And I'm torn on this because on one hand I really liked that first song, but for all I know, they could give us an even better song here in Season 2. Who's to say? I'm definitely hoping that the song is as good, if not better, than the theme song to Season 1. Another thing I'm really looking for is some more backstory on some of our characters. Specifically, one, Yugiri. She was probably the least developed of all the girls in the first season. And I know she technically is from the furthest back in time, so there isn't really that connection that a lot of the other girls had. But I would still be interested in knowing more about her. We only really know that she was a courtesan in her life. We don't know how she died or anything like that. I mean, we can guess from the markings on her neck that she was possibly hanged or most likely beheaded, but we don't know. I would love to get a little bit more of Yugiri. Then there's Tai. I am very uncertain of what I want from Tai. On one hand, one of the things that really made her like my favorite is the fact that she's the only one of the girls who hasn't been awakened. She's still a normal zombie. Groaning, can't speak, constantly trying to eat people, and she is one of the funniest parts of the show. But because of her not being awakened, we have nothing about her. We don't know anything on this, even less than we know on Yugiri. And a part of me would like to know more about her. But on the other hand, a part of me doesn't want her to wake up because of how entertaining she is the way she is. And I think if they took that away, it would really take a lot from the show. So I don't know. I'd love to learn more about her, but not at the expense of the character that she is. Then we've got the relationship between Sakura and Kotaro. We learned in a very brief little scene towards the end of last season that the two of them were in school together in middle school. It had to be middle school because she died right before high school, so it's pretty clear that he had a thing for her. I'd really love to know more about this. One thing I'm wondering is, this whole thing, did it start for her? I mean, we know that she wanted to be an idol before she died, and I'm pretty sure he knew that. So it makes me wonder if all this time, did he put all this together to give her her dream because of the way he felt about her? Interesting little fan theory there. But speaking of him, I'd love to know more about him. I mean, every time anyone even asks him any kind of questions, he gets extremely defensive and usually just yells at them and does something silly. But it'd be kind of interesting to know why he did all this, how he did all this, how did he bring these girls back, how did he choose them? You know, there are really so many questions in this. Love to learn a lot more of that, and I would be very interested if she ever finds out who he actually is. What would that mean? Because, I mean, yes, they went to school together, but he aged 10 years. She is still in the body and mindset of a teenager. Very, very interesting of what would happen if she ever found out who he is. And of course, the other thing is just music. And seeing them, you know, continue to move on in their careers as Franchiju. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really good songs. They had great songs in the first season. I'm sure they'll have some great songs in the second one. And I'm wondering how far they can go. And the further they go, obviously more people are going to start recognizing them because some of them were celebrities before. I mean, the whole first season ended with people starting to take notice, hey, these three, referring to Ai, Junko, and Lily, look exactly like these three celebrities from the past who all died. Where is this going to end up going? There are really just so many things to look forward to with the second season. I'm really excited. One other thing, this is really more of just a kind of a funny little thing I noticed. Tai is voiced by, and I'm blanking on her name, but the voice actress who played Sailor Moon. The second season of Sailor Moon was called Sailor Moon R. The second season of Zombie Land Saga is being called Zombie Land Saga R. Interesting little thing there. But that's all I've got on my little ramble about Zombie Land Saga. I'd love to actually hear some feedback. What do you guys think? What are you looking forward to in Season 2 of Zombie Land Saga? Do you have any fan theories going into the second season? I would love to hear some of them. Put them down in the comments and let's get a discussion going. I would love to talk more about this series. Don't know what my next ramble will be about. There's a lot of things on my mind. The whole dubs versus subs is something I might talk about. My Hero Academia, they got another season coming out. I'd be very interested in talking about that. I'm planning on going this weekend to see that movie Ready or Not. I think it looks kind of funny. Might talk about that. Who knows? Lots of stuff to potentially talk about. I think this could be a fun little discussion series in which I make my little rambles and then you guys, you know, talk back. We have, you know, nice little discussion as fans of geek culture. I can say I will not be wearing costumes for every episode. This just happened to be a costume I recently put together and am going to be wearing the next time I go to a convention, so I just wanted to wear this for this discussion, but I'm not going to be wearing costumes every time. Alright, that's all I've got on this one, so until next time.